what is your prediction for the election in 2024?
I think that right now, I did a segment on this. If anyone wants to go to my YouTube page, check it out, The Road to 270. And I went state by state, which is how we vote, and laid it all out. I think that Trump is somewhere at about 260 electoral votes. Biden's at about 230. And what that means is there's about 6 states out. I think Trump just has to hit one of the outstanding states and he wins. Biden has to run the table. And that is such a reversal, politically speaking, of how it has been the last couple of cycles, where Republicans had a very narrow path and the Democrats had everything to lose. If Trump can pick up Pennsylvania in particular, 19 electoral votes there, it's over. But if you look at Wisconsin, 10 electoral votes, Michigan, he can look at multiple combinations and become president again. Biden is now playing defense big, and I think this debate is going to hurt his chances to take at least potentially a couple of those swing states off the table and make his path to 270 a lot closer, a lot harder.
Are you in contact with Donald Trump still?
Yes. Yes.
Do you see a job for yourself in the administration if he wins?
I don't think on a day-to-day basis, like a press secretary thing, but last term, I was served on the board of the visitors for the U.S. Naval Academy. I served as a commissioner on the Commission on White House Fellows. There are ways to serve that I think would fit my lifestyle now. I've served in the military for 26 years. There's a lot of things within that realm that I could do. And we'll cross that bridge when I come to it. I've spent a lot of time serving in the government, in the military. And so if there's the right fit, I wouldn't rule it out. I think going back to the White House would be a very tough sell for me and my family.
Is there something in your future that you really want to do? Is there something you aspire to do?
I spent my whole life, the last 25 years, as a spokesperson, talking about other people. I have a show now that I do every night, the Sean Spicer Show, YouTube, Rumble, Apple. And I love being able to talk for myself and sort of take everything that I've learned over the last 25, 30 years in politics and talk about it and explain it and say, this is why this matters or why this isn't going to happen. So I enjoy that. And I want to keep doing it. And I like the life that I can live now, where I can spend, in DC, people will say, spend more time with your family. Depending on the job, it really is true. Like, it's tough when you have a family to be like, hey, I know that this big press conference is happening or this rollout, but I got to go to my kid's basketball game. Like, I've now for two years in a row been the assistant basketball coach for my daughter's team. I, take my son golfing. You can't do that with some of these high-powered jobs.
Yeah.
And so it's important to me to be able to do that now and to make up for some of the lost time that when not just in the White House, but I was at 6 years at the RNC. That's a relentless job. There's always an election. There's always an issue. And then before that on Capitol Hill. So I don't like to say never because you don't know. But that's not really the plan.
Yeah. Sean, I will say, for someone that has different opinions on some of the things that I do, I really like you. I think you're a great communicator.
Well, thank you.
I've really appreciated your time. Where can our listeners and viewers find you and find out more about you?
SeanSpicer.com has it all. Any of the things that we mentioned, or you want to follow me on any of my channels. As I mentioned, YouTube every night, we put out a great show that I think, yes, as you said, I'm a partisan, I don't doubt, but I try to do more of the explain the system and what's happening and why, so that people can understand it. So if you can go to YouTube and subscribe, that's great. But SeanSpicer.com, I have a great Substack newsletter that we put out twice a week that people can subscribe to. And, I appreciate you having me on to have this conversation. Because, the thing, Rachel, is too often the exchanges that we see on cable are like 6 seconds and 10 seconds and 15 seconds. And to be able to explain some things and have a conversation with people is something that I value, and I know you do. And I appreciate that, because too many people go, I can't believe that you, fill in the blank, had a discussion with you, fill in the blank. And it's Absolutely. Like, really? Like, we've gotten to a point where you can't talk to somebody. I'm very open and clear about where I stand on issues, but I'm willing to listen to people on the other side. And I am really disheartened by the nature of our society today, where we attack people for even listening or engaging in a conversation.
Yeah, I completely agree with you. And I do hope that our listeners have kept an open mind and maybe it's helped them come up with some new clarification. So, again, have a great day and good luck to you in the future. I really do wish you the best.
You too. Thanks for having me. I appreciate it, Rachel.
Of course.